Lincoln, did you ever feel the pressure to be famous like your dad, the great Wally Lewis?
I'll tell you what, Jace, do me a favour, mate. You go to Melbourne, Adelaide, Tassie, Perth, anywhere like that, you mention the name Wally Lewis. No one's ever heard of him. You mention Lincoln Lewis, guess what? It's a different story.
You know what, you're right, you know.
The question you should be asking is, how does my dad, rugby league legend Wally Lewis, think about his son not only surpassing his fame in Australia, but tomorrow when the war begins, just gone international, baby.
You know what, man? I look forward to chatting so much more.
Me too, mate. Just don't mention my dad.
Who?
Exactly. Actually, hey, let me hang on a minute.
Can you please?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Like I said. Yeah. They always miss the finishing touches, mate. Stylists these days, I'll tell you. There you go.
Thanks, Lincoln.
Perfect, mate. Just hang on. You're done.
Well, welcome to Big J's Place. I'm your host, Jason Stevens. Thanks for popping past. We have a big show. Lincoln Lewis is here. Welcome back to Big J's Place. Big crowd. Well, my first guest was told that he was wasting his time on acting, but with a Logie already under his belt and 3 major films, I'd certainly beg to differ. Please make welcome Lincoln Lewis.
Oh, you guys.
They love you, mate. They love you.
I actually, you didn't see me slip them a 20 each to say, look, you're a little bit louder and I'll like pay each one of you. So thank you very much for that.
Please.
You held up your end of the bargain, thanks.
Now, mate, thanks for flying down from the Gold Coast. You're just on the movie set of the film The Bait.
Yeah. Filming a shark movie in the Gold Coast called Bait, and it's going insane, mate. They've built a 4 or 5 metre long great white shark and put it in this set. They've built 2 whole sets and just flooded them and put all these cars and all these, like, you know, fake bodies everywhere, and it's insane.
Mate, Sandra, it's all happening. That's your 3rd, and I've got to ask, who told you that you're wasting your time on acting?
When my drama teacher, actually.
Really?
Yeah. When I was in grade 12, because, all right, let's face it, in all teachers' defence, I wasn't the model student, you know, because who really likes to do their theory work? So I think it was our last class about a week before school ended, and pulled me aside and said, look, it's been a bit of a waste of your and my time, so I don't really think you should take it up. If you will, I don't really think you'll get far. And
no way.
I was like, okay, no worries. And
now it's all... Look, I was given the same advice about a modelling career.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, like I was saying before, you got the raw material. I just think it's the stylist, really. You know, you're bringing it back. You got the jawline, the chiseled jawline. Am I right? You really, he's got it. Hey?
No, you are too kind. Truth be known, we had to move the cameras back because my jaw was covering his face. So
I was talking to Beck and she said he's got a backside that won't. I think that's what wooed her. It's all those sandhill runs. It's just, it's the legs as well.
Hey, but a lot of people won't know that you actually got, was it fired from your first role? Tell us about that.
My first job, yeah. Well, my first job was I was an extra. And I spent months doing extra work on this set, and I was only about 15. And one day, because I'd become really good friends with the cast, and one day they just pulled me off set, and I didn't spend the rest of the day on set. And they said, look, they keep trying to talk to you and want to talk to you, so it's kind of distracting, so we can't really use you anymore.
Are you serious?
Really? And it's this 15-year-old kid just sitting there going, what did I do wrong? And I thought I was never going to work again, and went home and almost started crying, and I was just like...
Just because you're hot.
Oh,
like,
I had a picture of your face. I was like this. No, I
have never had that problem, I can assure you, mate. Never had that problem.
No, but I was an absolute wreck that day. I felt like I never thought I'd ever work again, but yeah,
well, mate, you
got
have,
the boot.
And in abundance after Home and Away. Like, you left fairly early in the piece, but it was a risky move, but it paid off for you. Tomorrow When the War Began has been a great success.
Yeah.
And, I heard a story, tell me if it's true, that because they've built basically a fake town, where you were filming, actually, people were using that set. Is that right? As if it was a real town?
Yeah, we did a lot of filming in the Hunter Valley, so just north of Newcastle, and there's this one street where they just decked it out. Every single shot was for this fake town, so it was just Wirrawee everywhere, and they had the Wirrawee ATM. And it turns out, you know, a lady tried to get her money out, even though there was a sign saying not like fake ATM or something like that. Put a card in and tried to work it. And all of a sudden, she just hears this hollow, like this sound of like this card dropping to the bottom of it. Went to town on it. I think she just wanted a card back. And people tried posting letters in the fake Wirrawee post office box, and it just did not work out well. So I think it caused a bit of trouble for the locals. But I think they liked having that set in their town, or I hope anyway. Fingers crossed.
Well, we'll talk about causing a bit of trouble. I heard that you were going to the gym after it's still in your makeup, just so you can do some extra chest press.
Yeah, next to you. No,
this is sloppy, mate. Is that right? You were going in your makeup?
Well, all of us. I mean, you know, when you're on set, you have to really keep fit because you know you're not really doing much physically all day. You're mentally drained, but you know you're not really exercising that much. So you really got to try and do that after or before you're filming. And so we'd go after and we'd have all the scratches and the fake blood and all that kind of stuff on us. And you know, if it was heavy blood, we'd wipe that off. But, you know, we'd keep all the gashes and whatnot. So we'd go to the gym and then, you know, some of the girls, you know, they got cut up more than the guys. It's, you know, the girls really kicked butt in this film. And they'd go and we'd rock up with them and the gym guys would sort of look at us and, you know, they'd sort of just, you know, they'd look at the girls and see how they're all cut up and they'd sort of just, you know what I mean? And here's these, like, massive, you know, gym junkie dudes and there's this little string bean of an actor guy and I'm just sort of like, what,
well, look,
you know,
I have a feeling...
I'm sorry, all right, I didn't do it.
I have a feeling those extra gym sessions paid off because we've got a little photo of you here. No, that's... There you go.
Oh, no.
Look at that chest. That's
a Photoshop, actually.
No, it's not, mate. That's from Dancing with the...
That's Big Jay in his football days.
Well, let's talk your dad because, you know, talking about a bit of footy and you inherited your passion and dedication, but you moved it over into a different field. We've got a photo of Wally there as well. We do there. He is the king.
The king.
Wally Lewis.
The big fella.
Isn't he? What a majestic
What a
human
hunk.
being he is.
A stud.
Well,
Still got it.
You inherited that from him, but let's just hope you didn't inherit a couple of other traits, because this is what it would look like. Baldness is hereditary, brother.
That is awesome. Oh my God. I don't think I could ever grow a mow like his. His is like the full Burt Reynolds mow. It's like, that thing's hectic.
Mate, it's been great chatting. Can you stick around?
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Well, can I stick around, guys, please?
Stick around. There's plenty more coming up. You're watching Big J's Place.